Hello collective, how are you? I hope you're doing well. At the time of this recording is July 13th, 1:32 in the morning. No puedo dormir. I couldn't sleep. So I got up, I made myself some tea, set up my table here, my table space, and I was like, you know what? We have a new moon in Cancer coming up on Tuesday, the 14th of July. I guess I could tap into the energy and see what messages wants to come out. No sé. Mar que no sale. I hope everybody had a wonderful July 4th. We, by us, Northern Hemisphere, East Coast, we had rain. Let me tell you. Nos llovió. Eso cayeron unos truenos, some lightning, clouds formed. It was crazy weather. It rained and it knocked down a bunch of trees. A bunch of people had their power out. No tenían luz for a few days. Luckily, gracias a Diosito, the divine. I was up by my mom's for the weekend, and gracias a Dios, our light source, our power was good. No se nos fue, but around the towns, the different towns, sí hubo muchas cosas que pasó. Hopefully no one got hurt. Everyone's good. Some trees fell on top of cars, houses. It was crazy out there. It was crazy. But it was nice because we got a rainbow up by us. So much mayhem, and we had a nice rainbow. It was, and I laughed because in the last reading we had, the card The Rainbow came out, which was awesome because for the 4th of July we ended up with a rainbow up by us, despite all the storm and the rain and whatnot. Regardless, I am gonna be tapping into the energy for Cancer's new moon, and Goddess Saravati wanted to make an appearance. She is the goddess. She's come up before in our readings. She's the goddess of knowledge, arts, creativity. She's also a river goddess. So Cancer moon, we're working with water, emotions. Cancer taps into it. So la energía de, water and whatnot. And I had her on my altar. She's like, I want to make an appearance for the reading. So I'm like, okay, come along. So acá la tengo. She's set. She's ready to go. Con la velita, some water. So let's get started. A ver, ¿qué nos quiere salir para esta energía de la luna llena? Vamos a ver. I'm going to be cleansing with sound. I meditated before starting, so that's good. And I already kind of cleansed the space, but we are going to cleanse this channel right here from me to you with sound. So turn down your volume so it gets kind of loud. And a few decks out here. Vamos a ver qué nos sale. Alright, cover your ears and let's cleanse. Les cuento que está haciendo un calor, and I don't know if it helps that I have a hot tea right here. I'm like burning up. I don't want to turn on the air because you might not hear me. The air is very loud. Alright, Spirit, I'm always tapping, connecting with our guides. So the highest love, highest light, highest good. Highest love, highest light, highest good. Okay. Thank you for your divine connection, for your divine protection, your divine guidance. Thank you for always working with me, through me and my collective, for keeping us safe, removing all negative people, thoughts, and tensions from our path, because they are out there. Plotting, scheming, scamming, you know? Thank you for keeping them out of our way, for taking care of them and working on our behalf. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna shuffle these pretty good because I used them last time and I haven't, since our last reading, I haven't shuffled them. So let's give these a good shuffle. ¿Quién nos quiere salir? For this full moon in Cancer, July 14th, would be a Tuesday, July 14th. So, vamos a ver quién nos quiere salir. Moonbeams, focus, all right, and moon memories, the past. Ooh. We do not want people from our past, okay? I mean, at least not the karmics. Gross. I'm just saying. Look what came out again. Moonbeams, focus. And then it says out of bounds moon, boundaries. Yeah. Make sure you guys do have your boundaries up regarding these karmics out there. Because they out there. You know, some of you may want to cut your losses. And people out there, my collective, hold them boundaries strong. Alright, one card put forward. What does the collective need to know for this full moon in Cancer for the month of July? Whoa, that's a lot of cards. I'm not taking all those. Spirit, one card put forward. One card. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at these two cards came back out. Boundaries. Out of bounds, moon boundaries, and moon memories, the past. So something about people from your past trying to creep back in. This new cycle, this new beginning that you guys have going for you. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of who's watching, who's calling, who's reaching out, why they're reaching out, and how they react towards your boundaries, okay? Muy importante. The moon's wisdom, take the lead. Okay, for the month of this, July, the new moon, full moon for July, Cancer, full moon for July. The card that wanted to come out was the moon's wisdom, take the lead. So Spirit is telling you, advising you guys on this new beginning, this new journey, this new start, this new opportunity that you have up and coming. La importancia of taking the lead. I love how it matches my shirt with the yellow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Let's see what this says. And it's interesting. I don't know if I'll read these two, because these came out twice in the shuffle. You guys saw me shuffle, right? So many cards. They both popped out twice. Maybe I'll look into them, maybe not. Let's see what this says. Take the lead. All right, collective. Are you guys taking the lead? What are you doing? What are you doing out there, huh? What is this? The moon's wisdom. Page 100. 100. Sometimes you just need to stand up for yourself, and this is one of those times. The sad truth is that in your current situation, if you continue to act like an ingenuine or someone who feels less than, there are certain people who will explode. Well, yes, they will explode, but exploit their power or authority over you. Yeah, that's pretty much, happens all the time out there. You have all these authority, people in power. Porque tienen el poder, la plata, a platform, they don't have an issue with exploiting other people out there. They do this because they have their own insecurities. Hello. And they're trying to make themselves more powerful. Collective, is that something you guys can agree on in regards to these people in authority and leadership? Do you think they might have an insecurity that they're trying to, make themselves feel like that's why they try to make themselves feel a little more powerful? So what do? You need to take the lead here to show the world that you are in control of yourself and whatever's happening around you. Step up and take authority. Be the boss. What do you need to do? Oh, goodness. All right. What do you need to do to turn the situation around in your favor? Do that. If you feel that there's nothing you can do, then you're not trying hard enough. If you can't take practical steps, work on the situation energetically instead. Yeah, I feel like that should always be to go to. Like, there's a lot of things that are out of your control, right? A lot of things taking place, people around you, situation, whatever situation you're in, financially or career-wise or relationship-wise. There could be, it's different for everybody. There's a lot of things that you don't have control over, but you do have control over yourself and your own energy and what you put out there. Okay, and we've been talking about the importance of understanding and acknowledging that whatever energy you put out eventually is the energy you will receive. It goes out, comes back in. It's a whole thing. If we want to break it into universal laws, karmic laws, etc., yes, we could move into, deeper topics, more in regards to the laws and whatnot. But they're out there and you can do your own research regarding them. But that's something you don't have control over other people out there, but energetically yourself, what can you do? That's something I always feel like it's important to look at that first. We've been talking about balancing our chakras and whatnot, energetically aligning yourself. So you are balanced and you are looking at a situation through a balanced perspective, and that helping you in regards to what actions you're going to take, how you're going to show up every day, the work you're trying to put out, etc. So yeah, if you can't find practical steps like what to do, maybe focus on your energetically on that first, and that might help you with your next steps. Do this via meditating and seeing what your higher self tells you, creating a vision board, or creatively visualizing the outcome you seek, believing you. Additional meanings for this card is: you got this, you're wiser than you know, stop putting yourself down, connect with the Hindu. No freaking way. Oh my gosh. It says connect with Hindu goddess Sarvati. She's right here. Guys, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this. She told me, I'm telling you, energetically, she was like, I want to show up in your reading. Bam. She showed up and they mentioned her here. I cannot make this up. Hello, Goddess Saramati. My goodness, confirmation. So there's something there. You guys should look into her. Maybe you will get some messages out there or a confirmation for you. The fact that I brought her into the reading, and out of so many cards you saw me shuffle, this one came up and mentioned her. There's something of importance there. Make a wise choice. that word again. Choice is back up. Interesting. Connecting with the moon can bring wisdom. That's why women in particular and some magical men have worked with the moon for millennia. Dang. I love when spirit does stuff, things like this. It's like confirmation after confirmation. How does that happen? That's how you know I am not making this up. So take the lead. And I don't know, this boundary card. I'm telling you, you guys have to, your boundaries need to be solid, okay? Porque there's a lot of energies lurking, watching, mimicking, scheming, you know, planning. I don't know why they don't find anything better to do, but they are out there. You haven't even, like, guys, you're starting a new beginning, okay? And they're already, you haven't even gotten started, and they're already plotting and planning on your downfall. You haven't even gotten started. That's how eager these energies from the past could be, or are, to be honest. It's crazy. Do we look at this? I don't know. Let me see. Boundaries. We need some boundaries. What is this called? Out of bound. 106. Oh my gosh. Goddess out of Wakti wanted to come out for this reading and double confirmation. Who would have thought? Alright, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little research on her. Or sit and guide, like meditate with her energy and see if she has messages for you guys. Do we read all this? I don't know. This one's talking about drop some boundaries. If someone has been overstepping the boundaries with you, it's time for you to let them know gently but firmly. Oh, my fridge went off. It's kind of loud. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It'll throw me off. If someone has been overstepping the boundaries with you, it's time for you to let them know gently but firmly. Yeah, so I'm not going to read all this, because I kind of want to get into a few other messages, but just be mindful of your boundaries with karmics, people from the past, okay? Even new people trying to step into your energy, into whatever you got going on, be mindful of them. Everybody has their own agenda, okay? Everybody has their own. That's why discernment is important. Important. And then the past, let's see what this one says. Moon memories. 82. Moon memories. Whatever you're going through right now is being strongly influenced by past memories. Maybe it has to do with a childhood programming, for example. Yeah, we've talked about that before. How we've been programmed to see, feel certain things based on what is said, what we hear, how we see things. For example, if you were told you weren't good enough, you are. Or that wasn't enough money to go around. There is. Very true. The universe is very abundant. Okay? We've been taught that there's not enough for everyone, and there is. There's plenty. There's plenty. The universe is limitless. Okay? If we really sit and think about it. Such things from the past influence our present and therefore our future. Drawing this card suggests that you need to be really honest about which situation from the past is negatively influencing your present, and you need to clear it. Acknowledging that something's challenging from the past is keeping you back from moving forward now is the first step. See past what it is, something that happened and that has shaped you. and that can be a springboard from which you can move forward. Do some self-development to get your answer to your question. What in your past is negatively impacting you now? Clear that and everything else will fall into place. When dark memories come, replace them with happier ones to shift your focus and raise your vibration frequency very quickly. That's very true, and we've talked about that. The importance of, your mind, how powerful your mind is, and how, my goodness, you have to be mindful of the things you're listening to, the information you're taking in, and how all that can impact you vibrationally, your frequency, like your mood, like it can change your day very quickly. And the actions you decide to do, like to take to move forward, it's your mind's a very powerful thing. So acá dice, when you have like digamos a dark memory that kind of creeps in from the past, to replace it with something happier. And that's good. Like if these negative thoughts or whatever come into play, you have to automatically be aware that they're creeping in, and I don't want to say snap out of it, but like you have to kind of redirect the mind to something more positive, because let me tell you, it happens. We're human. It happens, and it's okay. It's just more of a learning to make it a habit of like, oh, dark negative memory thought creeping in, how can I reframe it or change it, shift your focus, and what can you do at that moment to raise your vibration and your frequency so you're not stuck in that darkness. Additional meaning for this card: move through fear. Therapy could be useful now. Picture your happy place when stressed. Ditch negative beliefs about yourself. You can't go back. The moon seems to know your past, present, and future, representing our emotions in astrology. She cherishes and safeguards our dearest moments. All right, so just be mindful, So glad you're here with us. Thank you for your guidance and protection. You're taking the lead. Okay, with this new beginning collective that we've been picking up, we've gotten confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. If you're not with it, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, it's okay. You will find your way. You will find your place. You will find, what works for you. But everybody else that's on board with this new beginning, the collective is, embarking on. How you have to take the lead, okay? Boundaries are very important. Be careful with these karmics, these people out there that have to work on their own healing, okay? Because they see you out here healing. They see you out here looking good. They see you out here being positive. They see you out here putting work out. They see you out. They don't like it. They feel a certain type of way. And again, everything is energy. Everyone is energy, okay? I feel like once we all collectively realize that that's an actual thing, a lot of things would be a lot more easier. I think, no sé. So just keep them boundaries up, okay? And be mindful of your thoughts, the past, people trying to creep in, hold you down, blah, 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 okay? Ya saben. Okay, I love that Goddess Sarawati. Let's pull a Priestess of Light Oracle card. I read what these goddesses, we've been connecting a lot with the Divine Mother, all the divine goddesses, and damn, let's see if they have any messages for us for this full moon. Actually, let's see. What messages from these Priestess of Light have to say for the collective. I think I'm gonna post this one on my other channel. Alright, the card that came out says loss, lack, fear, victimization. Oof. Dang. Who the heck is this for? Alright, the card that came out was Take the Lead, pero acá dice loss, lack, fear, and victimization. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué dice esta carta? Trying to see what she's holding in her hand. La mano. 34. The women on this card stands alone in anxious judgment of her life. She focuses on the past. Oh my gosh. On the past losses and assumes that there are more to come. With her fan of owl feathers, oh, it's a fan, she attempts to shield herself from potential hurts. Yet the owl on her shoulder, you can see through her darkness and guide her out of her fear and lack consciousness. The message of this card is, no matter what kind of loss you've experienced in the past, it's absolutely necessary to shift your focus now and to redefine your power. You are no longer the victim of a threatening world, frightened and unstable to direct your own destiny. In fact, since your consciousness creates your reality, this assumption only keeps your energy stuck. Wow. Very true. The owl encourages you to leave your victim mentality behind and to see the truth of your internal courage and power. Beautiful messaging. When loss comes up in your life, let yourself grieve, but don't define yourself by that experience. Be willing to take charge and set sight on real solutions and new directions. When you take action and view your life with optimism and self-honoring intentions, you become the dictator of, rather than the victim in, your own life. Not dictator, director. The director. I don't know why dictator came to mind. When you take actions of you, yeah, that's not true. You become your own director rather than the victim in your own life. The empowered approach may seem strange to you, and you may not fully trust yourself just yet, but this card is telling you that you no longer live in darkness, isolation, and fear. It's time to let go of your old patterns of people-pleasing and passive acceptance of other agendas. It's time to take a rightful place of your powerful presence in your world. Beautiful card. I love it. I let go of all fears and lack. I am safe to stand up and make choices that empower me. That's the affirmation that came along with this card. All right, well, let's repeat it, okay? I let go of feeling of fear and lack. It is safe for me to stand up and make choices that empower me. Yes. Yes. It is also safe for you to take the lead, okay? It is safe for you to lead, my beautiful collective. Don't be afraid, okay? Do not be afraid to take the lead, to show up. Pero qué bonita esta carta of not being a victim, okay? Everybody out there in the collective has gone through things, situations, negative situations, trauma, okay? Every single person, I could guarantee it, nobody has a perfect life, okay? Even the people that seem to have more don't have a perfect life, okay? How powerful you are to take this lead, okay? And that you can't feel like you are a person of lack, because you're not. We're not. Okay. So I love that this card came out. Bien bonita. We're not here to people please, okay? We're here to take the lead. We've been talking about leaderships, positions in leadership and whatnot, and the importance of that, not being afraid, and not having that, like, you know, I'm a victim mentality. You know? That's why healing, we've been talking about healing, is so important. Healing is so important. Let's pull a card from this Healing Waters Oracle, just because we are working with, oh my gosh, instead of Rocky wanted to come out twice, but we've been working with water, and we have this beautiful river goddess here, okay? Que no se ve la vez pasada. Let me shuffle this. Yeah, let me tell you, the never mind. Never mind. Alright, what message wants to come out for this Healing Waters for the collective? Okay. One card, por favor. What about this taking the lead? The Sirens, use your voice, expansion and freedom. Yes, speak up, stand up, people, okay? It's now or when. Stand up. Take the lead. Use your voice, expansion, and freedom. Some of these energies out there don't want you talking. They want you, shut, with your mouth shut. They don't want you speaking. They don't want you impacting the collective, having an opinion. They don't want it. They rather you shh. You know? They're okay with that. They're okay with that. Pero no. Okay? We're not in this energy. No. We're in this energy. Right? Right. The Sirens. What a pretty image. What dice? 132. Use your voice, expansion, and freedom. In Greek mythology, the sirens were half women, half bird sea creatures that would entice fishermen and sailors with their sweet and sensual songs. Wait, so mermaids? Free and empowered, they were not afraid to share their voice and use their natural gifts to attract what they wanted. This card is an invitation to use your own gifts, to share your voice, and to surrender into the most expanded version of who you are. Collective, you cannot tell me we have not been talking about this. I think, was it last reading? Yeah, the one for the 4th of July. For America's first cumple, that we talked about, how everyone's different, everyone has a gift, and how you should use your gifts, right? Use your gifts. Everyone's talented, everyone's gifted in their own way. Whether it's singing, dancing, painting, poetry, acting, whatever. So many things out there. One can be talented, okay? Do that. Work on your gifts. Work on enhancing your gifts. Work on your creativity. And it's not a coincidence that the goddess of knowledge, creativity, and the arts wanted to make an appearance for this reading. It is not a coincidence, okay? I'm telling you. I am telling you. Whether you believe me or not a problem. To give yourself to the music that plays within, to share your song without wavering, to be free and to dance unrestrained. Listen, I really want to get to my dancing. I keep saying it, pero es que no me nace. A veces como que me dan ganas y a veces como que And I don't know if this energy that's like over me, kind of like hovering over me. It could be, no sé. But it's kind of like dancing's a great way of healing, okay? Of like, my gosh, manifesting and a bunch of stuff. So, I don't know, maybe you should dance a little out there, collective. In life, there's an opportunity to become more and more alive and free with each passing day. However, most of us feel more and more trapped by the life that we've so consciously created. What do you need to do to embrace life fully? How can you step into your most expansive self? Often while we're growing up with experiences, it's very true. Often while we're growing up, we experience hurt, losses, and endings that we fail to address. Ooh, maybe that's why this card came out. It's a trauma or a situation or something you guys need to look to addressing so you can heal and be able to move forward. Because if you don't heal it, okay, if you don't heal whatever's holding you back, and you try to move forward, and then you got people creeping from the past. You got people creeping from the past trying to interrupt your boundaries that you've set up for yourself, right? Just trying to make a return, trying to, that you haven't healed. How can you take the lead in whatever it is you're trying to take the lead in? This new direction, this new opportunity, this new beginning. I don't know. I'm telling you, all this is connected. It is all connected. So make sure you're addressing those losses, that hurt, those feelings, so you can move forward, okay? Those memories stagnate with us and become harder to dance and sing. Oh my gosh. Is that why I can't dance? Am I holding on to something that's like, you can't dance? Es que no sé cómo explicarles. Like, no me nace. Antes I was like, yeah, but now it's like, And I don't know, maybe it's because I came to realize so much about the reality of what is. You know what I'm saying? You some of you may know. And it's kind of like, dang. It's like, I don't want to dance to that. Or them. Esa música, like, ugh. And I don't know, and we've talked about the importance of like the music you listen to, the frequency that you're listening to over and over and over and over again. Like how sometimes that music is put up there, marketed out there to keep you stuck in a low frequency and a low vibe and whatnot. But yeah, maybe goddess Saravati wanted to come out and be like, yeah, you gotta dance. You gotta step into that creative power, okay? Don't be in that state of fear and victimization, you know? No. You get out there and you dance. You sing. You create. However, every moment of your life is an opportunity to change, to thrive, and grow. Every moment is an opportunity to express yourself, to find your natural and unique way to dance and sing. Oh. I'm not a singer, but you know, a veces me salen las canciones and you just gotta go with the flow. Soul inquiry. So guys, here's a journal prompt for you guys. How are you being called to share your voice and expand into your most life empowered self? Dang. That's a question for you to sit with, huh? And journal. You guys journal. Journaling helps people. When you put your thoughts, you know, on paper, it does something. What? Scientifically? I don't know the terms, okay? I don't know, but I know it does something. It does something when you write things out, okay? Not put it on the notes, on your phone, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is very positive energy in regards to taking the lead, standing on business, in regards to your boundaries. Be mindful of your thoughts, what you think, people creeping from the past, you know, strong. Watch out for those karmics. You are not a victim, okay? You're a very strong individual, very gifted individual. You're here to create. Yes, we've talked about that. The importance of creation. Goddess Saraswati's here with us in regards to, you know, the goddess of knowledge, arts, creation. So diving into your creative self. What do you want to create? What do you want to create that can help the collective on this new beginning that we have? Do we pull a chakra card? Do we? Why not? Let's pull the chakra card. A ver quién nos sale. Energías muy bonitas. Well, I think the last chakra card that came out for us was us working on our third eye. Have you guys been working on your chakras? I don't know. Balancing your chakras. I don't know. Let's see what card wants to come out, and then I'll end the live. It's still alive. I haven't gone live. My stuff's still being hidden. Grounding the chakras. Music and free expression with dance. Oh my gosh, this dance. Maybe it's if you guys like dancing, it's a message for you. You need to dance, okay? Confirmation after confirmation in this reading. Music and free expression with dance is a great way to recharge and harmonize your chakras. Dance freely to awaken your inner self. Don't worry about any outside influence other than your own feelings in the moment. Once you've tried this out, lie down and notice how inspired and harmonious you feel. Very true. Very true. Okay guys, I hope this helps. You need to get out there and create. I'm being backed by Goddess Saraswati over here. I cannot make this up. Look into her. Do research into her. I can't believe that's crazy that she's a confirmation in this reading. For this new beginning, we're about taking a lead in moving past any feeling of loss, lack, fear, victimization. Okay, we are not victims. You're not a victim. Okay, we're strong, very fruitful, creative individuals with a lot to offer the collective, and the importance of, you know, healing still coming up, and the importance of using your voice, expansion, freedom, how important that is right now for the collective. Not only for you, but like that, using your voice and how that potentially can help other people, which is a nice thing, helping others. Because again, what you give will return, and it's a nice little balance, a nice little cycle. Guys, I hope this helps. Happy, I don't know, happy what? I guess full moon in Cancer. Talk to you later. Bye. Take it easy.